How would you like to retain 30% more of your first-time donors? I'm Chad Barger, and that's what we're talking about in this week's edition of the Productive Fundraising Weekly Journey. So this might be the easiest tip we've ever actually done on the Weekly Journey. The answer is simple. How do you boost the retention of first-time donors by 30%? Easy. You pick up the phone, you give them a call, and you say thank you. As soon as you get that donation within that first week, you simply pick up the phone and say, thank you so much for your support. I noticed this is the first time you've ever donated to our cause. What led you to become a supporter? And you have a conversation and you say thank you. It's that simple. That's how you do it. Another great tool here is get your board to do it. That's even more impactful. If you're calling as the paid staffer, they kind of know it's your job to do that. If your board's doing it, that's a volunteer taking time out of their busy day to call and say thank you. My tip for my free resource for this week is my script, my donor thank you call script. We know how to call and say thanks, but sometimes when we're asking volunteers to do so, they can be a little intimidated. So it's a real simple download, just guides that conversation a little bit for them and puts in some pauses at key times where we can actually listen to the donor and hear what they have to say rather than just ramble on about the organization for a long time. So give that a download if you like this week. One other note about these calls, if you get the voicemail, that is not the end of the world. That is actually great. Leave a voicemail saying thank you. Incredibly powerful. Wouldn't that be great if you're in a meeting, you saw you got a call, you check it afterwards, and it's just a charity that you support calling to say thank you. I don't get those. Wouldn't you love to get those? So the voicemails are just as good as the calls. So give that a whirl. It's gonna, as I said before, it takes that average first-time retention from around 30% or so to 60%. Just by a simple phone call, you move from 30% retention, the US average for first-time donors, up to 60%. That's incredible, and it takes so little time and so little effort. You just have to systematize it, make sure you're doing it on a regular basis. So, instantly actionable, quick tip for this week. Pick up that phone as soon as this video is done and call a first-time donor. Do a quick query in your database or look down a list and see when's the last first-time donor that came to our organization. Hopefully in the last week. If not, go back a little further, find that person, pick up the phone, give them a call, say thank you. See how that conversation goes and learn for yourself just how powerful this tactic is. That's it for this week's edition of the Productive Fundraising Weekly Journey. Give us a little like there if you like this video. If you have a comment, love to hear from you. Hit the subscribe button and you'll get notifications every time we put new content up, usually every Thursday. And if you'd like to get a little bit more, subscribe to the Productive Fundraising Weekly Journey email, where these videos come to you in email form. The link to the resources right there, usually a little other information, and automatic to you. You don't have to think about it every Thursday. Thanks so much. Take care.